It is why they play the games. Paul and Craig, what a weekend in college baseball. It's not over. We're watching North Carolina, Oklahoma right now. There's other game 7 or game 3s tonight. We'll get to that in a minute, but it was intriguing and was, well, to me, why they play the games.
Yeah, it was a really great weekend of games and tons of upsets. I mean, you have 4 of the top 8 seeds have lost, or 4 national seeds lost. Georgia lost, Texas lost, Vandy lost. I'm leaving somebody out that's in there. But the SEC had 13 teams get in, and if things don't go their way today, for example, if Carolina knocks off Oklahoma and it continues down the way, they could have only 2 make it to the Super Regionals. Only so far, Arkansas and Auburn have gotten through, with Tennessee having to play today. 7 of the teams already being eliminated.
LSU, Ole Miss. Yeah. Did you mention OU?
Yeah, LSU and Ole Miss and have to play today too. LSU's got to knock off the other Cinderella of this tournament, Little Rock. UTSA, whose coach we'll have on the show here in a little while, about an hour or so, or a little more than an hour. They knocked off Texas. It was a heck of a weekend.
Well, Craig, your thoughts, and then we'll show a couple of graphics. Not quite yet, but Craig, your thoughts on the weekend.
Yeah, no, it was very entertaining. I mean, college baseball is something that this time of year is it's not everybody's cup of tea, the other parts of the year necessarily, but everybody does get excited for World Series time, and that goes for softball as well. And, a lot of interesting results over the weekend. I've been a lot deeper into it than I expected to be. I think that's because of the amount of quote-unquote upsets. But as you mentioned, that's why they play the game. If it was up to committees, like some people would like it to be, or if it was up to, other ways of arranging things predetermined and whatnot, then, we did not have played these games. We just fast forward and had all these big national seeds that get to go play for championships because they came from a certain conference or because of, this or that. And instead you have to actually go play and you have to go earn it ultimately. And in baseball, that is still the case. I don't know what it will be in football eventually, but in baseball, that is the case. And just like it is in basketball, you got some upsets and you got some teams that on paper wouldn't be given a benefit of the doubt, but on the field, they go out there and they earn it. And that was fun to see. A lot of teams earning their way into their next game or into the next round. And, just some big-time storylines and upsets rolling out of this weekend. So it's fun to see it keep going on. North Carolina's up pretty comfortably on Oklahoma, even though it's early right now, but they're already up by 4 in the 3rd inning. So Tar Heels feeling good and still have some more damage they can do this inning, and I think they just did. So they just added another run. But, it's fun to have on in the background. I like this time of year.
Garrett, do you have the graphic of the games today?
What I love most about playing basketball is the competition. I really just like being shifted, mastering hesitation moves, changing direction, building chemistry with new teammates. If you're not having fun while you're playing, there's no point in playing the game. You know what to do. Escape Basic. Pair of Thieves quick dry underwear. It wicks away sweat and helps keep you dry. You looking forward to fishing season?
Can we start with that?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, we'll start with that. That gives you an idea of the game 3s. These are elimination games, just like there were some yesterday when it comes to college baseball. But you did see even like North Dakota State had a losing record, and then they were able to win, but did not get to it. But here we are, top left-hand corner. Louisville has punched their ticket. They'll play the winner of the games tonight between Miami and is that Southern Miss?
Yep, in Hattiesburg. Yeah.
Florida State punched their ticket. They will play either Oregon State hosting tonight against USC. There's that Oklahoma-North Carolina game against the Big 12's Arizona. Then you have Auburn and Coastal Carolina will meet in the Super Regionals. Coastal Carolina beating East Carolina, but also a storyline before their game with Florida. On the top right-hand side, UTSA. Their head coach will join us, their baseball coach today at 4:40, beating Texas 3 times this year, including twice in Austin over the weekend. UCLA, with a win against UC Irvine, they will play UTSA. Then you have Ole Miss playing tonight against Murray State. The winner will get Duke, who knocked out Georgia. And then you have Arkansas, Little Rock, LSU tonight. The winner will get West Virginia. Nice win for the Mountaineers, and we'll hear from their play-by-play broadcaster a little later in the show. Then you have Wake Forest, Tennessee tonight. The winner will get Arkansas. Those are the games that still have to be played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickets still need to be punched into the super regionals.
Yeah, and hosting wasn't a great thing. Host schools, Vanderbilt, Texas, Oregon,
Georgia,
Clemson all lost so far.
Vanderbilt, you say that?
I said that, yeah. Okay. So, Georgia, Clemson all lost so far. And North Carolina hosting now, but in control. They're a really scary team. They're really good, really deep in pitching. And you don't they're one of the teams that's set up to win in this format, because if they take a loss, their pitching staff is really deep. They have really good offense. They just kind of they wear you out. And I was personally a little bit surprised. Although Arizona's been playing well lately, Oregon had a really great season, but man, the Wildcats did great. West Virginia still hanging in there. So not an overall bad showing from the Big 12, who kind of maybe faded into the background baseball-wise a little bit. Oklahoma State pushed it all the way to the limit as well.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona State got eliminated, so that was a bit of a bummer, or I guess it wasn't a perfect weekend, if you will, but having Arizona, West Virginia in the next round is a nice, nice duo entering, and maybe another one. Obviously, K-State eliminated as well, so you had a couple of teams that fell, but I think you feel good about what you still got representing for the league, if you get into those types of things. And, maybe better than it was anticipated to be heading into this past weekend. So I think you like I said, you think you feel good from the conference perspective. SEC, I think you're up and down after this weekend. Probably your head's spinning a little bit. And, Big Ten, pretty much non-factor. ACC, I think you're feeling pretty good about where you are. Louisville, Miami's still alive, got FSU. So I think, my point being, there's good representation that's spread out across multiple leagues, which is a good thing. I think that's a very healthy thing. I think that's an encouraging thing. So everybody's got some skin in the game, it feels like, and that should make for a fun round. And not to mention the UTSA and, schools that don't necessarily Coastal Carolina get much of the talk, but here they are, and with the big opportunity for them to make even more noise. So I think all of that is absolutely great. And UTSA, what a story. I mean, they obviously did it in the regular season as well, but I mean, they're UT, San Antonio, UT Austin's UT. Like UT Austin is that is the flagship, and so for the old Roadrunners to jump up and bite the big brother Longhorns as far as the system goes is an absolutely massive thing for that program. So congratulations. I know we have a lot of football talk when it comes to the Roadrunners and Jeff Traylor and all that, friend of the show, but equally cool to see baseball also doing their thing and flexing their muscles. That's big time for the Roadrunners as a athletics program, but also as a university. So congratulations.
Yeah, I talked by text to Jeff Traylor yesterday evening. Pat Hallmark will join us. He's the head coach at UTSA at 440. He's got some interesting notes we'll pass along. I mentioned Wright State. They were the ones that knocked out the number 1 seed overall in Vanderbilt. Wright State, both the number 1 seeds in baseball and softball, A&M, of course, in softball, eliminated at home without ever reaching the super regional round. Can't believe strength of schedule didn't carry the day. That's from Pat 40.
Yeah, I want to go back. I sat there and had the LA schools in my head when thinking the Big Ten does have both UCLA, the LA schools. Yeah. So, I mean, it's across the board. It's pretty evenly spread out to my point still, but I just had them. I think I was still thinking about the Pac-12, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, really?
I mean, it kind of was. Yeah. When I'm thinking of baseball and I'm not thinking about the Big Ten when I'm thinking of baseball, but that's part of the reason why you loved having those schools, because you got the 2 LA schools that are now representing you in baseball at this point. So, did want to correct myself there, but point still stands that it's a nice even spread. And yeah, I mean, this is the whole theme of the start of the show is you have to play the games, and to see a couple of big time programs in both baseball and softball go down swinging right away, the top seeds, is just a testament to you ultimately got to go out there and play, and you can't just get awarded championships or things like that based off of just the regular season. That's sometimes constituting a regular season championship, and those are cool, I guess, but the postseason championships are the ones that you want. So, really tough for A&M softball and for Vandy baseball, but also very cool for fans who like seeing the upsets and think that everything's already, too tilted and the small schools can't compete or upsets can't happen. It's like, no, that's not true. Here we are. This is prime example of that.
ACC has 3 teams that have punched their ticket already. Big 12 SEC with 2. Big 10 has 1, maybe 2 with USC. And then you have an American Conference with UTSA, Coastal Carolina, also from their conference is in. Now, there was an interesting back and forth. Southern Miss, really good in baseball. There was a tweet from Barstool, Alabama. And again, it's a fan site. Everyone keep Alabama baseball in your prayers this week. Nothing happened. They just have to spend the weekend in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. This was the response from Southern Miss. Glad we were able to get you out of Hattiesburg as quickly as possible. Prayers for a safe return home after a short stay. I love it when that's the kind of stuff on Twitter that cracks me up. Then there's this from was it Ben Upton? There's nothing wrong with college baseball teams who build their rosters from the transfer portal and NIL money. But you better be ready to fight the postseason when a team full of players who share meal swipes, tarp their own field, and love each other come to town.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing about baseball. I think that's, and there was a lot of, braggadociousness about the SEC and the 13 teams they got in, and
should have been 14.
Yeah, should have been 14. Like all those different things. But baseball is a weird game. You don't have to be the best team ever to win 3 games out of 4. I mean, that's the thing that you've got to do. It's double elimination. So you have to just not lose one time. And so your hot streaks come at weird times and your cold streaks come at weird times. And sometimes the top, just look at any Major League Baseball team. If the Rangers could, this year, could get all their guys on a hot streak for 3 weeks in a row as opposed to 2 guys at a time, they might win that division, but they can't. And that's how baseball goes.
Well, they have pitching, but then you don't have offense.
Yeah, and so you can be all confident walking in, and then Wright State comes and kicks your ass.
Yep.
I mean, just how it goes. That's baseball.
In the end, it might end up being a team that was expected to win it all because the ones that have already punched their ticket are good, plus the ones that have a chance to do it tonight or this afternoon are also good. The